I got a topic that I want to speak on, and I think it's time to tell everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I want to speak on about my spiritual awakening that I've been going through for the past. Like I'm gonna say this happened. It started like 2017, 2016 ish. You know what I'm saying? And like how it. But before I get into all that, as I was growing up, you know what I mean, I always felt different, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I wasn't a part of the crowd. I always felt like I would just, like, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like everybody else was going this way and I was the only one going that way. I always felt like that. So it's like I kind of, well, I didn't understand it, but I kind of knew that this was going to happen. And then it came apart. I was at a part of my life, like, I was trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? The God of the Bible and all that. I was trying to figure that out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all that shit did was brought confusion to me. It ain't really resonate. It really didn't like it. I wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And then it just was something in me like, yo, that's not what it answered. You know what I'm saying? So I kept on. I kept on. And like, of course, from everybody. Well, I wouldn't say everybody, but most of us. We was in all of the Illuminati exposed videos, you know what I'm saying, about the rappers and shit. Cause I'm an artist. I do music. I love music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, it was like I was into that. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't figure it out from the Bible aspect, so I tried to figure it out from the other way, if it make any sense to you. You know what I'm saying? But all that did was like put me in the loop. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was like, for instance, like you talk about one rapper, he did this, and then you find out this rapper, he did the same thing. But if you really look at it, it ain't. It's like the same damn thing. Like what is that? That's not. I'm not getting nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was, I came across a video from a guy named Bro Sanchez, and it was talking about Bible contradictions. I clicked on it. I'm not even gonna lie. He made too much sense to me. He made so much sense to me. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like this is why I can't. This is why I don't make sense. This is why I feel like it's not resonating because it's bullshit. And not to talk about nobody what y'all believe in. No, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my experience. All right. And yeah, so what happened was I subscribed to Bro Sanchez channel, but the thing about it, I never like went back to his channel to look at the other things that he was talking about. And like throughout my process, I was still looking at the Illuminati videos, the exposed, the rappers exposed, and all that, Hollywood and all that. I was looking at all that shit, right? What happened was, it was this thing about the flat earth going around. I kept seeing a video of it, but I never clicked on it because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know how when you see something, it ain't really like, budging up here, so you just like, you know what I mean? What happened was, I think I ended up clicking on it by mistake one day. And when I clicked on it, you know how you can't explain something, but you just have that aha moment? Like, you can't explain it. Like, I can't explain how much, like, put it like this. You can't explain to why you believe it, but it's more like, damn, like, that is true. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna get into that. I'm not finna get into the flat earth thing. I'm just letting you know that that's where it started at when I started digging into flat earth. And a lot of people, you know what? A lot of people look at flat earth like, oh, the earth flat and all this shit, you silly and all that. And what I be thinking, I'm like, yo, you walk outside, like the simplest thing that I say, you walk outside. Nobody never told you what the fuck you live on. Nobody never gave you an ideal of what you live on. You ain't have a computer, a book, or nothing to tell you what you live on. But yet, you walk outside and what you see, everything flat. All right? You was put in school and all that shit, and they told you what you lived on. At first, you ain't know nothing of it. You just thought the shit was flat before somebody told you otherwise. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to argue with people about that because they'll sit there and say, this is what they said, and this is because I guess they have, what they call, they have, basically what I'm saying, just like my word against theirs, you know what I'm saying? Like, they looking at me like I'm just not, you know what I'm saying? And they, anyways, I'm I'm like, yo, I'm not finna argue with you because I'm not finna, I know what the fuck I see. Like, these my eyes. Like, I live real life. What are you talking about? Anyways, off that. So it's like, going through the process, I was digging inside that shit, digging inside that shit, digging inside that shit. Not to mention, the dude, Bro Sanchez, the guy, Bro Sanchez, I end up coming across his videos. And when I tell you, when I thought I knew something, I ain't know a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know a fucking thing. And it's like I was finding out about meditation. I was finding out about the higher self. I was finding out about if I'm saying the best way I can, like Kundalini, the Kundalini awakening or something like that. I was just like, I was in a whole bunch of shit. Like my head was like all everywhere, and I'm like, yo, what is all this? But something was drawing me to it. Something was like pulling me to it, like blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, right? So I kept digging into it. I kept digging into it. I kept going. Then I was trying to do what the Kundalini. You know what I'm trying to say. I tried to do that to awakening. You know what I'm saying? And I was just doing shit, right? The thing about it, I don't even know if it opened naturally or I opened it and I forced it. Because let me tell you what I went through. It was a point in my time that it was so much information pouring inside my head, I was literally going insane. Like, it was so much shit that I was like, yo, it was so much new shit that I never knew. It was so much shit that I had, you know, questions as a youngin'. Like, I had questions, but I didn't know how to ask it. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much shit that was answered to me. You know what I'm saying? On this awakening, a journey, right? And I'm just like, yo, I'm going all this shit. I'm like, yo. And I'm just looking around like, bro, what the fuck is going on? So that point in time, I thought I was awakened. And it was crazy because I remember going on Facebook and I was just trying to tell everybody that I know the things that I knew. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that they don't have to say it. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to speak it. I'm going to put it out there. They ain't have to say it. I felt like everybody thought I was going crazy. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They was like, what the fuck is you talking about? You tripping, like this and that. I felt it. Because what I felt was, it's like a lot of people that was like, you know what I'm saying, kind of close to me. They kind of, you know, drifted away. You know what I'm saying? They kind of drifted away. It's okay. It's okay. But from my understanding, you know, things like that happens. It's life. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really no pressure. Now, the thing about the awakening, it's like, I just noticed that I started to put stuff out there. I wasn't getting no response. Nobody wasn't like really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt, it got to the point I just felt alone. Like, I just was like, damn, bro, like, I feel like, bitch, I'm a fucking alien or something, like, motherfucker. Like, I don't know how to explain that shit. It just was a weird feeling. And throughout the process, it's like a whole bunch of things start to happen. Like, it's like a lot of things that I was interested in, I wasn't even interested in no more. Like, I don't even want to talk about no basketball game. I don't want to talk about football, fuck sports. Like, I'm not even interested. I used to be a goddamn game fanatic. I can't even get back to playing a video game no more. When the thing, now that I think about it, it was me trying to open my third eye. That's what it was. I don't know if I naturally let it open or I forced it open. Because I think I forced it in the sense of the shit was like, my shit was spiraling. Like, I wasn't ready for it. But I think that's why some people, like, when they kind of figure something out, they commit suicide because it'd be too much for them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a strong individual. I'm very fucking strong. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I wasn't interested in a lot of things no more. Nothing, like, a lot of things wasn't like catching my attention. You know, I got in that concept, but it's like I want to feed my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a constant thing. It was an addiction. That's what it felt like. It was an addiction. Like, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about this. And I feel like if you don't have a conversation of talking about something that's like to learn something, I don't even want to be around you. I want to talk to you. It's not even about that I look at you a different way. It's just like I'm on another type of path. Like, I'm on some different thing. You know what I'm saying? And yo, this is spiritual awakening thing. Yo, I found out so much things about myself. I mean, it's like it's like, yo, like, what the fuck would I been if I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? If I would have never been looking, you know what I'm saying? It's like all this, I tap inside myself now. Like I look at things differently now. Like I'm like, it's like I'm understanding the power that I possessed. And we all have it, you know what I'm saying? Cause we like the X-Men, we all have our own unique power, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I used to question myself. It's like, not question, I used to say like, damn, like, I'm trying to tell some people like some good things they could know, but they don't want to listen. And that shit used to frustrate the fuck out of me, you know what I'm saying? That shit used to drive me crazy, like, damn, like I'm trying to tell you, just listen to me out. I ain't saying no bullshit. But I had to really like humble myself and realize like, I was asleep too before. It was a once upon a time I was asleep too. And you have to give people time, you know what I'm saying? You have to let it. You have to give them time. And I wouldn't say I'm a chosen one or something like that, but you got to think about this, dog. Going through the shit that I went through and I survived it, cause that shit ain't nothing like, it ain't no walk in the park. It's not no walk in the park. That shit was crazy. But it's like now, it's like everything starting to make sense, and it's like I managed my mind like way better than I did before, and like it's like I'm trying to tap inside my inner self, and I'm trying to vibrate high. Like I know about vibrations. Even my conversations are different. I don't talk the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like, oh, I'm vibing or this and that. I'm like, I'm vibrating high. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? I don't be like, oh, what's up, nigga? Well, I say that, but what I'm saying, like, I don't, what's up, kings and queens? I'm like, no, I don't even look at y'all like that. I look at people like gods and goddesses. We all gods and goddesses. You know what I'm saying? We all have God in us. You know what I mean? And like, this shit, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like the best thing that I feel like that's the best thing that ever happened in my life, my spiritual awakening. Learning how to do things, you know what I'm saying? Everything starts from a thought. Learning how to do things from the mind and bring it to life. You know what I'm saying? And knowing how to look at the bullshit and take the good and the truth from the bullshit and decoding it and knowing that it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I have my tools to maneuver in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? I have my tools to get in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get where I'm coming from. So it's like, I'm at this point like, yo, I'm ready to go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I even found myself talking, like I was talking to one of my friends, you know what I'm saying? And she was telling me, she was like, yo, you was speaking things that you ain't even understand, but now we know more about it. It was true what you were saying about that. Like, but while I was at, oh, basically I was saying, I'm ready to go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was talking to one of my friends, and we was discussing a topic about something, and long story short, it was like a little debate or whatever, and dude wasn't understanding where we were coming from, and I actually explained what I actually said was I no longer live in the third dimension, I live in the fifth dimension, and for a very long time I felt like that, but I didn't really understand what I was saying. And then we end up going across it, and we end up really looking to what that mean. The things that we had found out, that shit blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't go all the way in detail to all the stuff that happens, but people be making it seem like it's just all bad if you open your third eye, if you awaken, and no, it's not. I didn't. It's a lot of good. Be honest with you, it's a lot of, it's more good than it's more personal good than it is bad. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't for everybody. It's not meant for everybody to open their eyes, and it's not meant for everybody to wake up. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was just like, I just fucking love it now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a fucking warrior. I feel like this was my purpose. Like, not purpose, this was meant for me to do. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm finding out more about myself. I'm understanding like what I love doing, what I would love to do and get up every day. If I can empower somebody else for them to empower the next person, if I can be like a pool of people that's empowering other people to make others better. And all y'all doing is y'all spending y'all time bettering y'allself than y'all was the set before, the day before, the year before, the month before. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I just want be better. Be better than you was before. You know what I'm saying? A pool of fucking feel good. You know what I'm saying? My spiritual journey, it was a fucking roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie. But it was like one of the funnest roller coasters I ever fucking been on. And I'm glad that I took that ride, because, yo, it's more things to come. It's more things I have to know. It's more things that I need to know. It's more things that I'm tapping it into. And actually, that what led me to doing this video. This the start of something new. How you doing? My name is Trey. And this is just a little brief story of my spiritual awakening. Rise.